Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Today I'm going to be doing a whole new series. I'm going to start this off as the halter breaking series. So this is just going to be a series where I take my 4-H life of training this and just basically put it into a series of vlogs. And kind of show you guys, if you're new to 4-H or if you just haven't showed cattle, how to do it, how it works, kind of all those good processes. So let's get into the first video today. So this is my 4-H steer, Sweet Mac. Or he will be a steer. We just castrated him the other day. So he's a band around his nuts, and those will be falling off. So he is I believe, supposedly he is a Tito Sweet Ebony mix, which is maintainer and Angus. I'm pretty sure. Or, sorry, Key and maintainer, along with a little bit of Angus. But he is going to be my steer. We weaned him off of Mom about 3 weeks ago now, almost a month. I have him tied up. I'm going to explain, let's just start off this. So, the first thing you're going to want to start with is you're going to want to choose your calf. If you're buying calf, buy the calf that you want, whatever calf is your desire, what you're going to show, if it's dairy, beef, whatever of those. And then, are you doing a boy or a girl? If you're a boy, for fair, you're going to do a steer, castrate them. For a girl, you can just start right up on it and make sure they're weaned off of mama. So, this is his mama, actually. Yep. So, you're going to start by getting halter on them. These rope halters are pretty easy to use. I'm going to go grab a different one right now and kind of show you guys how they work. I'm also going to end up showing you my feed alley a little bit. So this is my barn. I have one in this bucket out in this dark room. So this is a rope halter that it does not work anymore. It kind of braided and it doesn't work well anymore, but I'll kind of show the basics of it. So this is the rope halter. So if I can get this thing untangled. Yeah. There's about close to it. Just a second. Set you guys down for a second. Okay. So this is the basic rope halter. This rope goes around the nose, and this rope goes right behind their head, but this one doesn't work well because it won't go through because this is knotted. But to make it tight, you pull this, and to make the back one tight, you take this loop and you just push it back. That tightens it up, and then you can take the slack and pull it into the rope. That's how that works. I'll kind of show you on him. So that first loop, it goes around his nose, just like this. This will pull up your slack. Right there, there's another loop. You can pull out any slack that's up in here, and then you pull that out, and that just leaves more rope line. So I'm going to start with break to tie. So breaking to tie is basically you get the halter on him, you wean him, whatever your process is to get the calf ready to start working with. And then you tie them up. This is a good, if you're at a fair, at a show, they're going to be tied up in trailers or tied up waiting or at the county fair. You're going to be tied up all week while you're at the fair. So this also has another reason to walk, which I'll explain in a second. But tie them up to a gate, board, whatever you tie them to. But yeah, you just tie them up and leave them for a while and let them sit there. Sometimes you can even do it overnight. Like we've done it before where we do it overnight, and you tie them somewhere like here, because this is my water source and feed. So you tie them like right here so they can get water, feed, and they can lay down, and then they're fine for the night. Another perk to tying for breaking to start to break to tie them is they'll get tired. They're going to lay down, they're going to feel lazy. That also helps with walking. If they've been just standing there, when you stand there for a while, when you start walking, it feels good. You want to stretch out. You want to walk. That's the same thing for them. So if you got a stubborn walker, this is another way to help them get to walk. This guy walks, though, don't you, Sweet Mac? So yeah, that's breaking to tie, basically. That's one of the first processes. And next, if you have pasture or even the barn, once you get the halter on and let them get used to it, but drop it. Let them walk on it. This teaches them to keep their head up for the show as well. Because if they keep, that's what you want them to do. You don't want their head down low to the ground. You want them to put their head up. So that teaches them, because they step on the rope and that pulls their head down, that they're going to want to pull their head back up. So it teaches them to keep their head up, because that'll make them step on their rope less. But this is the first part of halter breaking, really. Breaking to tie and getting the halter on the calf and letting it walk on it. Rope walking, I call it. So that's kind of the first two processes of halter breaking, really. But breaking to tie, just tying them up, letting them sit there, and then just letting them walk on the rope. It teaches them kind of keep their head held up high. And then to put on a halter, it's pretty darn simple. It's the same process I just showed, kind of. So you'll loosen up the halter. You'll have it all loose, big, open, wide, because both of them open. The first one you take and you put it around the nose, and then the second one you'll take and put it around the back, right behind their ears. They're tough up in there, right behind their ears. But that's the first part of getting a halter on, just first part is starting to halter break a calf. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap up today's first part of halter breaking and training a steer video. So if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below as well. So with that, this is Gavin from GK Farms, and I'll see y'all next time.